Hi guys, welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Jasmine. I normally make videos with my husband Dawood as well, but today Dawood is at work, so I am doing a video on my own to make sure that we get a video up for you guys once a week. Today's video is gonna be me showing you my everyday natural makeup. I don't wear makeup every single day, but when I do want to feel a little bit more put together, this is the look that I go for. While I'm doing my makeup here on camera, I will also be reacting and sharing with you guys some of my favorite TikToks that Dawood and I have made. I love watching them over and over again because they're honestly so hilarious. Dawood's reaction is always so funny. I know that a lot of you guys don't have us on TikTok or TikTok is banned in your country, so I wanted to be able to share this with you guys as well and get a good laugh while you guys are watching me do my everyday makeup tutorial. Alright, so we're gonna get started. I already have my brows done right now. I did them off camera because they take a little longer to do, and brows are just like a whole other topic. So if you guys want to see that, I can definitely post maybe a video on Instagram, like an Instagram TV of how I fill in my brows and how I use the soap brow method. I use soap to brush my brows up and they stay in place all day. So I can definitely do a video just on that if that is something that you guys are interested in. But for the purpose of this video, I just have them done already and I'm gonna go in with some foundation. I use the e.l.f. Flawless Finish foundation in the color Vanilla. This is actually a really great foundation and it's very inexpensive. I discovered this foundation maybe a year and a half ago and I've used, I want to say 3 bottles of this so far, so it's really great. I'm also going to use a beauty sponge. This one is from Amazon. It comes in a pack of 5, I believe, and it's actually really great quality and so much cheaper than buying a beauty blender. And I was like a beauty blender fanatic, but this one is just as great, if not better, and it's really cheap and it comes in a pack of 5, so you can toss it out without feeling like you're wasting $30. So yeah, excuse the stains on it. I was literally using it earlier. So I have 2 pumps on the beauty sponge and I'm just gonna dot it all over my face. I usually like to concentrate it more on my cheeks and like bouncing type of motion because my cheeks have the most discoloration in terms of like, I get a lot of redness around this area and I tend to break out the most on my cheeks. I don't use a brush just because I find that with the brush, I always end up still seeing the brush marks and then I end up having to go back in with a sponge anyways. So to me, the sponge is just easier and it's more reliable to give you a proper, like, flawless finish and you don't have to worry about any brush marks. Speaking of brushes, the first TikTok that I actually wanted to show you guys is this like little prank that I did on Dawood. I basically told him that I spent $500 on a makeup brush and he kind of like freaked out. So I recorded it and it was really funny. Even I would have reacted the same way because who would pay $500 for like a brush? And by the way, the brush was only like $15. Yeah, so I ended up pranking him and it turned out actually hilarious and it actually generated a lot of views. And it became pretty much a trend on TikTok. People started doing it to their husbands and boyfriends and all that kind of stuff, and it became like a really funny reaction type of trend. I'm just gonna watch that with you guys right now while I'm blending. Let's see. Hi guys, I just wanted to share a quick package. I'm doing a little unboxing with you guys. I got this makeup brush in the mail and I ordered this about 2 weeks ago and I finally got it. It's a little bit on the expensive. You can see him in the background holding Flocky and like kissing him, and then when he hears the $500, he like basically drops him. Side, it's a little under 500 USD, but it is amazing because it's so dense but so soft, and it does an amazing job to. What?
Stop filming.
What?
You spent $500 on that.
Yeah.
What a waste of money. What is this?
Okay, it's a brush.
Brush worth $500?
At this point, I was trying so hard not to laugh. he just came up, he's like, yo, yo, yo. I was like, so I was kind of caught off guard and I was about to laugh so hard, but I kind of held it in.
You crazy?
Do you know what this is made out
I
of?
don't care what it's made of. Say, Wallah, you spent $500 on this.
Dawood, this is made out of horsehair.
Inshallah, it's made out of the best hair in the
You
world.
know
I'll buy you a whole horse for $500, bro. Return it.
You know the...
No.
So I came up with horsehair on the spot, to be honest with you. I just thought of like some like kind of luxurious hair and I was like, okay, a horse has nice hair, so let's just go with that. Maybe we'll get a like a good reaction out of him. And then he's like, I'll buy you a whole horse with $500.
I don't want to hear it. Return it.
know
I don't care. Just return it. It's not worth $500. Bro, say what you didn't buy that for free.
Do you know the hair on the back of a horse underneath its tail?
I don't care.
That's this hair.
It's not worth $500. Go return it. Done.
A lot of you guys actually got this in the comments of the TikTok video. I basically said it's made out of horse hair that is found underneath the tail of a horse, which is basically the butt hair. At that point, I was so close to like crying from laughter, but I had to really, really hold it in. Yeah, so basically he ends it off with, don't talk to me until you return it. And a lot of people in the comments were like,
oh my god, he's like telling you what to do with your own money. You should be able to buy whatever you want. If you want to buy a brush made out of horse butt hair, you can go ahead and do that, sister.
But guys, I just wanted to point out that marriage is really a partnership and it's the most important partnership you'll ever take part in. Buying a $500 item, regardless of what it is, whether it's worth it or not, is definitely an investment. And if you're in a partnership or a marriage or whatever, that is, in terms of financial stuff, you guys are like in it together, and that's the case for me and Dawood. We both contribute to the income in our household. We both pay bills. So if, for example, he decided to spend $500 on a soccer ball or something that is important to him, and he didn't like tell me about it or at least ask me what I thought of it or what my opinion was, I would be really angry too, because his money is my money and my money is his. And that's something that we agreed upon. I think his reaction was pretty valid. I would have honestly reacted the same exact way if it was a $500 purchase on his end without telling me, and especially if it was unreasonable, something like a stupid makeup brush. Sometimes your partner actually knocks some sense into you. Like, you may think that spending a certain amount of money on something that you really want is totally worth it and it's something that you really want to do, but then your partner kind of gives you more of a realistic sense of what you're doing and you kind of realize, okay, yeah, maybe that's not my priority right now, and it's probably not a responsible decision to make right now by spending that amount of money. So your partner definitely gives you a good reality check, and that's usually the case between me and Dawood. Like, I think at one point I wanted like the Gucci belt, which is like pretty much $500 for a belt that has just like 2 G's on it, and I was obsessed with it at one point, and then Dawood's like, but it's a belt. And I was like, but it's Gucci. And he's like, but it's a belt. And I'm like, but it's cute. And he's like, but it's a belt. So by the 3rd time he said that, I was like, you're right, it is a belt. Okay, next I am gonna go in with some concealer. I still am using the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. This is a really great concealer. I just absolutely hate the packaging because it leaks like everywhere, like it starts coming out off the sides. And I have no idea if that is just my packaging or everyone else's. I'm gonna go in and put it underneath my eyes a little bit. I'm not gonna put it directly underneath, like underneath my lash line, because I don't like the look of that. I'm just gonna kind of apply it near my cheekbone area in like a triangle-ish shape. I'm gonna go in with the same beauty blender and just work that in a little bit. What this is gonna do is it's just gonna slightly brighten the under eye area. And it's not really meant to like fully conceal the dark circles or whatever, but it's just gonna brighten a little bit and even out the skin tone a little more. Because like I said, I get a lot of redness around this area, so this will add a little bit more coverage. Okay, so the next video that I'm reacting to is Dawood's glow up video. This is like the first video that we posted that basically went viral on TikTok. Most of you guys don't know this. Dawood was pretty big before. He actually lost a lot of weight. And it took a lot of work to lose a lot of weight. He was always like a bigger kid. And he is incredibly proud of his transformation, and so am I. He honestly looks so great now, mashallah. So I kind of put together a video, like a short TikTok of his glow up, basically showing like pictures of him before and what he looks like now. And this was basically a trend at the time to do like the glow ups, so I'm gonna watch that with you guys right now.
These ladies are hot. They're so very hot. I don't even care. I'll run my hands through your hair. You wanna run your fingers through mine, but my...
Can we just like talk about the confidence?
That's too thick and that's alright. Hold on, wait a minute. Feel my heart's intention.
He honestly looks so good now. It's crazy how much he's changed. But losing all that weight was like such a huge accomplishment, and I thought that TikTok was so cool to see this transition, and a lot of you guys really loved it. Okay, so now that I've blended the under eye area, I'm gonna go ahead and set that with some powder. I'm using the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder in the color Pound Cake. This is, I think, the best color for my skin tone that they had. So we're just gonna go ahead and just make sure there's no creases underneath the eyes. I'm gonna quickly just run that over, and I'm gonna grab a bunch of powder on that beauty sponge and just apply it underneath my eyes. You'll see me also drag it on top of my nose a little bit with whatever's left over on the sponge. And I basically press in all that powder that I applied into my under eyes because they crease a lot, and this powder is magical when it comes to stopping the creasing of your concealer. And I like have really bad creasing problems underneath my eyes, so when I tell you that a powder is amazing, it actually is amazing, because I just have such a difficult time stopping the creasing underneath my eyes. Okay, so next we are gonna go in and set the rest of my face a little bit, just because I want to apply bronzer and blush, and I don't want it to kind of get patchy because of the liquid foundation. So we're gonna go in with the Studio Fix powder in the shade NC25. And I'm gonna go in with a Sephora brush, number 47. That's what it looks like, it's like slanted. This will also add a bit more coverage in certain areas around my face that the foundation missed, or if I have like a blemish that's not really covering up with the liquid foundation, this one will help. Okay, so the next TikTok video that I will be watching is the one where I hit Dawood and pretend like I didn't notice, so let's watch that. Hi guys!
Hey guys.
Ramadan is almost over.
Yes, one more day.
Actually, wait, I need to put this in the back.
Why? That's my face!
I'm so sorry.
Bro, you for real?
No, I'm so sorry.
That actually got me right in the nose.
Sorry. I felt so bad, guys. Like, honestly, while I was doing that, I was like, why did I even decide to do this challenge? But it was really funny because I tried to do it the second time, but he kind of like ducked and he saw it coming. Yeah, I just felt bad because I hit him pretty hard. I did not mean to hit him that hard. But he's good. His nose is fine. He'll live. Okay, so now that I've set my foundation and everything is set to perfection, I'm gonna go in with some bronzer. The one that I've been using lately is actually from Catrice Cosmetics, and it's the Sungasm bronzer in the color C01 Golden Ecstasy. And it basically is kind of like a luminous bronzer, has a bit of a shimmer to it. I am using this Travel Mini Airbrush brush from Sephora, and it's the number 55.5. This is a really great brush just for powder overall, but because it's a mini version, I like using it in my cheekbone area. It doesn't give me like a super defined look, but it does do a great job at warming up my skin nicely. It's actually really difficult to apply bronzer with your hijab on because all I want to do is get back there and I can't. So I'm just gonna blend that in a little bit more and I'll be right back. Okay, we are done the bronzer. I basically applied it on my forehead a little bit on my nose, just brushed it over just to give like a glow to the skin. Next, I'm gonna go in with some blush. I actually change up my blush a lot. It just depends on what mood or what outfit or what hijab I'm wearing. But today, I'm gonna go ahead and use this Milani blush that I have, and it is the #1 Romantic Rose, and it's a really nice kind of rosy, natural toned blush that isn't too crazy, but it just gives you like a nice touch of color to your skin. So I'm gonna go ahead with the same brush and just apply that on the apples of my cheeks going upwards. So the next video I'm gonna watch with you guys is actually about Dawood's teeth transformation. A lot of you guys noticed that his teeth are different, and you guys are right, they are. When we went to Lebanon, he had his teeth done, and he basically got crowns, I think they're called. I don't know if they're called veneers because he had his teeth shaved down in order to do it. And I decided to do a TikTok to basically show you the process and how funny it is, and a little traumatizing of when he did his teeth. So I made it into a TikTok video and we're gonna watch it together.
When I'm feeling lonely, sad as I.
So basically his teeth before, he had one crooked tooth that was going in, like the vampire tooth here was going inwards. And he also had one of his front two teeth. One of them was fake because he had an injury when he was younger and his tooth cracked and he had to get a fake one in place of that. And that fake one had been on for 10 years and it was decaying. Basically behind it was completely black and it was completely decaying, and it was basically giving off a smell coming from that tooth. Like it was a dying tooth essentially, and it was really unhealthy for his gums. So the dentist told him that he would have to replace that tooth at the front anyways with a new fake tooth. And he also said that since the one beside it is crooked, the dentist could straighten it out by putting another fake tooth on that side tooth that was crooked. So he gave him the option of that, and he said it could look fine, but his recommendation was to do the teeth beside them anyways, so that it's like all one straight set of teeth and that it looks more natural. It might not be for everyone, not everyone will like that, not everyone will agree with that, but it is what he likes, and it was his best option at the time, especially because he didn't want to get braces and he needed a fake tooth anyways because his other fake tooth was decaying, and it just made him really happy, and he smiles a lot more, so that's all that really matters. And yeah, this is, anyways, I'm gonna stop talking so you guys can watch the rest.
I can be all by myself, an uncharted island in an endless sea. What makes me happy fills me up with glee. Those bones.
So basically, after he went to the dentist basically shaved down his natural teeth to a size where he can pop on the fake tooth on top and glue it on basically. So this is the part where it was the funniest because he ended up having like shark baby teeth, and I was like making fun of him the whole entire time we were there. It was really funny, but also super scary looking, but yeah. And then he ended up getting temporary teeth because obviously he can't go out with the shark teeth, so he ended up getting the temporary teeth put in, and they look like horse teeth because obviously they weren't done to perfection, they were just done just so he doesn't look weird, but he looked even weirder anyways, so I thought that was hilarious.
In my jaw that don't have a flaw, my shiny teeth and me, my shiny teeth that twinkle just like the stars in space.
Aw, look at the results, they look so good. I honestly really think they look amazing on him and they look so natural. Alright, so next I am gonna go in with some mascara. I'm gonna curl my lashes first. I am using just a regular lash curler, And I'm just gonna make sure that all my lashes are curled upwards. And then to lock that all in, I'm using the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. I swear by this mascara. Everyone always asks me what mascara I'm wearing, and it's always this one. Okay, so the next TikTok that I'm gonna watch with you guys while I'm doing my mascara is our love story TikTok. This one went absolutely viral. I think it's at like 4.7 million views on TikTok, which is crazy. But it is really, really cute, and it's one of my favorite TikToks, so we're gonna go ahead and watch that.
Angelic voice. Ajali boko hey, ajali boko hey, deli boko hey. First lady say to you, cannot wait to see you.
Yeah, so that was basically our love story slash how we met and how everything went down. You guys here on YouTube already know the full story because we've done so many videos explaining every single stage of our relationship. If you haven't watched it, make sure you check out the videos that we have up about that. We're very open about our relationship and how we went about it because I feel like it can help a lot of you guys that are in similar situations or just looking for some guidance or advice. And yeah, we just decided to do it for TikTok in a more creative way because that's what TikTok is all about. And we saw this idea on TikTok and we're like, this would be perfect to show everyone kind of the stages that we went through. And finally, the last video while I'm finishing up the side of my mascara, we're gonna look at Dawood basically being me in a TikTok, and this is was the mascara part, because as you guys can see, I'm applying my mascara and I have my mouth open. So I'm very proud of that. I've had to learn how to do that. But other than that, I think he got it pretty on point. Like if I'm cleaning the washroom and I just cleaned it and you decide to get the rumbles right after I clean the washroom, we're gonna have a problem, because when I clean the washroom, it's off limits for at least a couple hours until I get over it. And then you can enter the washroom and use it. Okay, so I applied the mascara. I'm all done with that. As you guys can see, let me just zoom you guys in real quick. Honestly, this mascara is amazing. This is what it is right over here. Now that I've done my mascara, everything else is done. Sometimes I go in with like a natural lip color. I am gonna do the NYX Butter Gloss in the color Madeline. I'm just gonna finish off with some setting powder. I'm using the Catrice Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. I recently discovered this and I've been liking it a lot. Especially because it's in such a small bottle, I can take it anywhere. The only thing I don't like about this is the smell. It smells a little chemically to me, but it does a great job at setting your makeup. And that is it for my everyday kind of natural makeup. Sometimes I go a little less, sometimes I go a little more. It just depends, but this is pretty much what I do. I hope this helped you guys out, and I hope that this showed you all of my favorite products. I will list everything in the description box below. But yeah, that is it from me. I am just gonna fix my hijab and come right back. Okay, so I've added just a pin just to secure my hijab a little better so that I feel more comfortable with it on and I don't have to worry about it slipping around. But yeah, I just wanted to close off this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you do not follow us on TikTok, please follow us there. We're posting a lot more often now and we love interacting with you guys there and posting funny, kind of lighthearted content, similar to what we do here on YouTube, but just a lot shorter and more frequent. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel here on YouTube, please go ahead and do that and press the notification button down below as well. We are on a roll of posting at least once a week. Make sure you're also following us on Instagram. We are so much more active there. I'm basically on there updating you guys every single day, and there's a lot of exciting things coming our way soon, inshallah, that I would love to share with you guys, and I'd love to have you guys on board. I will have everything in the description box below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.